worst thing you can do as an individual is to misunderstand the concept of manifestation. And please, this is not your average discourse. Close your eyes, think about it, feel it in your mouth, and all of those concepts. And they are wonderful in and of itself. But what I provide to you is a unique aspect to the same subject. And perspective matters. You and I can look at the same object, but from different perspectives, we see different things. When it comes to manifestation, we have this flawed notion that we need to do something or something has to be in place before we achieve the desired outcome. Unfortunately, I was a victim of that kind of thinking. As a young man, I always knew I was destined to become a CEO. I was destined to become the visionary, someone who strategizes, see things before it sprouts, take action before it exists. I wanted to lead the team to victory. That kind of position where I'm always strategizing, I'm always checking up on XYZ. This is the new audacious goal. That's the position I always wanted to be in. So coming across the concept of manifestation that told me in order to build a company, you have to understand the whole apparatus. So I found myself doing the job of a COO. So in an attempt to manifest that desire, I wanted to design the company meticulously, even engaging in aspects I shouldn't. I noticed something very interesting. Amid those drafting, I would fall asleep. I didn't find it interesting. It was not fun to do the job of the chief financial officer. I don't give a shit about how the accounting looks like. As a CEO, your job is to define the outcome. Then the various people will serve in their various capacities to produce that end result. How they do it, as long as it's within the confines of their values, ethics, is none of your business. Did they provide the result? Exactly. So it was a very rigorous process to try and design the company, even take on the job of the chief operating officer, the chief financial officer, the chief technology officer. It's a waste of time. Now, was it fun? No. Did I do it? Yes. Did I achieve my results? Yes. But I'm telling you, it's unnecessary to try and do something in order to achieve your goals. Once you become that kind of person, operate from the mental standpoint, the actions you will take to make the results would naturally gravitate towards you. Let's say, for instance, you're a struggling entrepreneur, you're seeking some kind of venture capitalist, and the absence of finances has really bogged down productivity. There's no motivation to draft the plan. There's no desire to look 3 steps ahead or try to identify where the company would be. Devise future, because truly, judging by present circumstances, your business doesn't have a future. So let's flip the script. Let's say you have the finances you wanted. How would you feel? The desire to press, drafting, and all of those activities you once found difficult becomes common sense. It becomes natural to undertake. So you see, the problem is not in the external action. The problem lies in the mindset that governs those actions. before we move on, I'm not in any capacity trying to downplay the space of planning. In fact, lazy peasants will jerk off at this kind of teaching because it appeals to their laziness. That's far from it. That's far from it. But the point I'm trying to highlight is, as a leader, you must be good in one capacity, then diversify. You don't have to be competent in all areas. It's unnecessary. It's a waste of time. The amount of effort and energy that would be channeled in beating around the bush should be spent in proliferating that aspect you are genuinely good at. Hire competent people to amplify your strength and you'll be fine. Think about how stupid it would be for me to be the chief executive officer, then take a course in technology and try to be as competent as my CTO. Then what's the point of hiring the guy in the first place? If my competence is at par or supersedes him in its area of expertise, what's the point of having him there? Exactly. And another thing you should learn as a leader, which is very important, is your incompetence in one sector doesn't mean you're incompetent overall. In fact, a leader who's plagued by this mindset is most likely you shut people down in order to amplify yourself. So you elevate yourself by humiliating others, which is a flawed philosophy, by the way. Having smart people around you is the best way for your company to grow. The flip of the script or aiming in the opposite direction is not just doing yourself a disservice, but your company as well. For the sake of time, it's a pleasure speaking with you, and I'll see you with the next one.